Hey, that picture you just took, it was... Hey, come on, take it down.
Make me.
Hey, Dan, leave it. Let's...
Yeah. Is there a tough guy in there, Dan? Oh.
Bye, Dan.
Yeah, oh, there it is. You want the...
Really? At least let me put my kid down.
The movie begins in New York City, where we meet Dan, a highly skilled car salesman. His ability to notice the small details that others overlook makes him exceptional at his job, and once again, he wins the prestigious title of Salesman of the Month. He is married to Jessica, and they have 3 kids, Na, Kyle, and Max. After a tender moment, Dan shares a kiss with Jessica, but a stranger takes a picture of them without permission and posts it online. The intrusion continues as the person harasses Dan, even spilling a drink on him and insulting Jessica. Disgusted by the aggression, Dan walks away, as he despises violence. Meanwhile, Jessica, feeling unsettled, finds an outlet in boxing. During a sparring session, she accidentally punches her partner, leading to an unexpected friendship with Gwen, a travel agent. As Jessica opens up to Gwen, Dan begins to notice a suspicious man tailing him, which sparks his paranoia. When the man makes a move to attack, Dan reacts quickly, leaving those around him astounded at his sharp instincts, including his neighbors. At home, Dan secretly opens a compartment, revealing guns, outdated passports, and a stash of cash.
Daddy's paying in cash, Maxie.
Realizing the danger is imminent, he contacts Augie, a former associate, to arrange new identities for his family. Augie suspects the threat is linked to Dan's old boss, McCaffrey, and urges him to disappear as soon as possible. What Dan has kept hidden from his family for years is that he is an ex-assassin. This dangerous past now threatens the safety of his loved ones. Desperate, Dan visits Na at an editorial meeting only to learn she quit 3 months ago after a slight incentive, and Dan finds her under the bleachers, upset about abandoning her dream. However, there's no time for reflection, as they need to pick up her brother from the chess club. Dan is disappointed when he finds the boy at the neighbor's house, gaming instead of practicing. He then informs his kids that the family is heading to Vegas, all while Jessica's work trip is still ongoing. Dan convinces her to take a spontaneous trip she's been dreaming of, but their departure doesn't go unnoticed. McCaffrey's men are already waiting for them, and a high-speed chase ensues. Dan skillfully evades capture, managing to confuse and elude the pursuers, all while keeping his family completely unaware. Dan takes his family to his workplace, where he locks the gates on his pursuers and inspects his car for a tracker. After disabling it, he cleverly places the tracker on a colleague's car and instructs him to take it for a spin on the highway. At the travel agency, Dan collects maps for their new route, and McCaffrey visits Dan's house, ensuring that his family remains oblivious to the danger. While this unfolds, Kyle, Dan's son, is recognized by a fan due to his streaming career. Dan, noticing this, quickly assesses that McCaffrey's men could be nearby and drives his family away to keep them out of harm's way. As the night progresses, Dan drives relentlessly, avoiding numerous attempts on his life while his family remains blissfully unaware of the threat. Jessica and Dan stop at a campus, where Na insists on visiting her boyfriend Trevor. While there, Dan spots a suspicious German man, believing him to be a McCaffrey operative, but he soon realizes his mistake when another assassin attacks him. After dispatching the assassin, Dan returns to his family, and Na discovers Trevor has been cheating on her. Heartbroken, Na finds solace in her father's martial arts teachings. Later, Augie arrives to deliver new identities for the family. Kyle and Dan also bond over a laser tag game, where Dan, despite his training as an assassin, is impressed by his son's competitive spirit. In Vegas, they stay in a luxurious suite, where Augie provides their new identities in a one-way flight to Vancouver. Dan, determined to tell Jessica the truth about his past, tries multiple times, but each attempt is interrupted. Eventually, they end up gambling together, but Dan's lingering concerns about the safety of their children push him to check on them. When his call goes unanswered, Dan returns to their suite only to discover McCaffrey's men have infiltrated the building. A fight ensues, with Dan using his lethal skills to protect his family. He throws vodka at an assassin and sets him on fire, but Jessica is taken hostage. Dan, despite his frustration with the situation, kills the threat but does so with precision to ensure his family's safety. Heading to HyperX to retrieve the kids, a shootout ensues, and his family witnesses him kill more assassins. Revealing his real name as Sean, Dan finally comes clean to his family, who are outraged by his deception. He nevertheless gives them their new IDs, telling them that their lives in Buffalo are over, but Jessica takes the kids and leaves the next morning, believing they aren't in danger if they leave Dan. She calls her friend, Gwen, a travel agent who offers to fly them home. On the private jet, Gwen reveals she works for McCaffrey and is Dan's ex-girlfriend, who she is angry at for leaving. Handing Jessica and the kids over to McCaffrey, he takes them hostage. McCaffrey, who is revealed to be Dan's father, threatens to kill them unless Dan accepts his offer to rejoin his team but no contact with his family. He relents, and Jessica and the kids are to return home. Jessica and the kids escape after she kills their escort, and they go back for Dan. McCaffrey calls his army into the hotel to kill him. Dan engages the mercenaries, with Kyle helping with a drone. Jessica fights Gwen, culminating in Jessica fatally impaling her with a piece of broken bamboo as a javelin from her track and field experience. They head downstairs, where Nina distracts McCaffrey from killing Dan, giving him time to knock McCaffrey out, and he is taken into custody. The Morgans return to their lives in Buffalo. Dan now runs a security firm to train clients to better defend against attacks while Jessica coaches high school track and field. They then load up a rented RV to embark on a cross-country road trip to take Nina to Stanford.